Hello students, welcome to our online session. These classes we started with the concept of JavaScript. Last class we were discussing what is JavaScript, features of JavaScript, then advantages of using JavaScript, what is the role of scripting languages and the limitations of JavaScript. So today's class we will focus on few concept like components of JavaScript and how we are going to execute JavaScript. So to start with, today's first topic will be about components of JavaScript. JavaScript can be divided into three parts. One is core, which will explain about the languages declaration, keyword what we use, operators we use like other programming language. This also has operators like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, all those things. The expression we specify, that means a program logic we give. Like other programming language, if you want to add two numbers, we don't directly give 5 plus 3. We will store 5 in the variable called a, 3 in a variable called b, and we will say sum equal to a plus b. So that is the expression we form. And the statements we use and the subprograms. Statements means here also you have if statement, for loop, while loop, everything is there. So all those things. So that and all we call it as core concept, core. Then apart from that, we need to see a JavaScript is not an independent language where I can, like a Java program .java, I will save and execute, or like a C program and all. It is JavaScript will be always attached with any programming language. It can be attached with Java, it can be attached with HTML, like that. So client side, for any validation and verification, we can attach this program with our HTML document. So those kind of program we call it as client side. Apart from that, even you can execute this JavaScript for server side. A server side with the database management. Then you need to connect your front end, let it be an HTML. But for a server, you will use any web-paged server like Java Servlet, asynchronous server pages, or Java server pages. These kind of server pages. Then you can connect to database, and also there also you can use this scripting language. But as far as syllabus is concerned, we will discuss how JavaScript is going to be used in the client side interaction, not with the server side. So components of JavaScript will have three things. One is core, next is client side, and another is server side. Next, we'll move on to two approaches for embedding JavaScript in XHTML. That means in HTML, how we are going to use JavaScript, that we need to understand. So there are two ways. One is called explicit embedding. Another is called implicit embedding. Explicit embedding means if I write along with the HTML coding, JavaScript coding also when I include in the same program, then I call it as explicit embedding. Implicit embedding andre HTML code is separate, JavaScript coding is separate. Two different file I will write, and I will call JavaScript program in an HTML, means then I will call implicit. So explicit andre onde program which will have both HTML and JavaScript. Implicit andre a JavaScript separate program, HTML is separate program. We will run HTML only, but JavaScript will be called in the HTML and it will work. Okay. So there are two ways. Any ways you can follow. It's not that no, you need to follow one. You can follow explicit method also. You can follow implicit method also. So we will see how our explicit method works. See, embedding. Explicit embedding, JavaScript code physically reside in the XHTML document. That means XHTML means HTML, XHTML, any hypertext markup language document. So JavaScript code along with the HTML code, JavaScript code is embedded, then we call it as explicit embedding. But the disadvantages of this is makes document difficult to read. So if you are very much aware of this HTML and JavaScript, then it will be easy for you to understand, because HTML coding also will be huge. In the JavaScript also will be another huge coding, means understanding and the program is little difficult. And there are in a practical situation, okay, in companies and all, when you take, there will be an HTML programmers with a separate team, and there will be an JavaScript programmers with a separate team. So we can't make both of them to create a same coding with HTML and JavaScript. So that disadvantages also will be there. And how we are going to create a JavaScript in an embedding method is, see, this is the one which you need to remember. This is the syntax we need to remember throughout. You need to start a word within the HTML. Maybe you can give this inside the head tag, or you can use this in the body tag. Anywhere you can give, because script is not going to display anything in the browser. This is used for validation and verification. Understand, Matkoli, script barivadu very verification and validation madake. It's not going to give color or font, not going to display anything in the web page. So it can be given in head tag or body tag. If a good practice, preferably we try to give inside head tag. Anywhere if you give, it's not a problem. Whenever you're going to start a script tag in the HTML coding, you need to start a word called script. Then system will understand this is not a HTML coding. Within the HTML coding, you are starting with script coding. Then you need to give a word called type. Then you will mention type / JavaScript. This will help the system to understand that you are going to include the JavaScript coding within the HTML coding. Then this place you can give whatever content you want to write, you can give it up, whatever coding you want to think. Once you finish the JavaScript closing, close with /script. So remember this syntax, script type equals to text bar JavaScript, and then in between content and close the scripting language. We will see one example based on this. Consider this example. Here I have an HTML tag. In this scripting, I have given inside body tag because coding is not there inside body tag. So I have just included a script coding only. Body tag. Then I am starting script. There is one more attribute also which you can use is language equal to JavaScript. Type equal to text bar JavaScript. Then inside the coding, this is this line and this line, we call it as command line argument. These two lines, command statement, these two lines won't execute in the system. I think in every programming language we have command statement. In C and all, we need to use to write /, correct? This is one method, or / asterisk, and then asterisk / like this we will give, and in between we will give the content like that. This acts as a command line for JavaScript. And here what I have given, this is like a print statement. Like a C program, we will say no print. If it's a Java program, we will say system.out.println. If it's a shell programming, we would have said echo. Here, print statement is given as document.write, and inside give the content, whatever you want to print. I have given hello world. This is the statement I wanted to print. Closing the script. HTML alli yavdu tag kottilla, just close the body tag, close the HTML tag. Once you run this output, you will just get in the browser hello world. Okay, let me finish the implicit embedding, then I will execute this program and I will show you. So here you will get hello world. So in the browser, it will open a browser and it will print a message hello world. Next, implicit embedding. When it comes to implicit embedding, develop a JavaScript using its own file and include the HTML. So JavaScript will be created in its separate file, and this will be included in the HTML document. So advantages of using this type of thing means it separates the HTML code from the JavaScript, so that no, even a user who can view the code of HTML won't be able to view the code of Java script. So hide script from the browser users. That is one benefit of using this. How we have to give this is like last method only. When you want to give a JavaScript file, give script type equal to text bar JavaScript. within the HTML coding, you need to mention here. You have to give SRC. SRC means, image tag and all we will use. No, SRC means source. Then equal to mention your JavaScript file name. So the file alli in content kotti what we have given, that will be printed in the coding. So here we are not going to give any commands inside. In this place, we are not going to give any statement for JavaScript. Just we are calling the file call myscript.js. JavaScript will be called and close the script. So only these two lines we will give inside the HTML document. But when you run the HTML document, this file also will be called. Whatever content is there will be used in the HTML program. We will see one example. First, we will look at this. We are creating a HTML file demo.html. See here we have two tags, HTML and body tag. Then script type equal to text.javascript. Source is I want to create a JavaScript file called demo.js. Close the script, body tag and HTML tag. Next, we'll move on to another notepad where we have created a file called demo.js. Adinalli ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, directly we are just given document.write. Just now I told document.write is a print statement in output statement in JavaScript. Hello from JavaScript. So JavaScript cannot be run. Understand, it is a scripting language, programming language alla, scripting language. It cannot independently execute. So we will run only this program. Demo.html alone has to be you need to execute. You can't execute this. But when you execute it, when it's just system will search for a file called demo.js and you will get the output. See, we have executed and we get an output hello from JavaScript. So this file will get the information from here and it will print this content. Okay, got an idea? So this is called implicit embedding and explicit embedding. We will just see one example based on this. So we have opened our notepad with the program. Here our initial declaration, HTML program ali we wanted to give a JavaScript because this will become an example for explicit embedding. Explicit embedding andre HTML program alle JavaScript bandre, then it is explicit embedding. So we are giving script language, JavaScript, type is text bar, JavaScript. Then we are mentioning to document.write means purpose is like output statement, print statement, JavaScript print statement, we will give it as document.write. So we are giving document.write, hello world, have a nice day. Next line, when I put write ln, it will come in the next line. Okay. Then I am telling welcome to online WP class. Both is done. Go to file, save. I have saved this program js1.html, not js, js1.html. When we execute this in the browser, we could observe our output has been displayed. Hello world, have a nice day. Welcome to WP class. Okay. This is how our JavaScript can be embedded in the HTML coding. And one more thing you could observe, I have given write ln, document.write ln means it should come in the next line. I think my browser is not supporting that feature. I am running in Firefox. So maybe you try in your browser. Usually that is the coding. If browser is supporting, then it will display. In case browser is not supported document.write ln, then it won't move to the next line. Okay, that's not a bigger mistake. If browser is supporting, it will come off. You try in your systems. So this is how it will work. See, apart from that, you can give any HTML coding you want. There is no restriction. Normal HTML program you can write in this. For example, you want to give a color, CBG color. BG color equals to, I'm giving some hexadecimal color means color, and then here after script I'm starting a paragraph example for JavaScript concept, close the paragraph, and then you want this in a H1 form means H1. This is also closing of H1, like normal tag you can use across. Okay, file, save. Now I'm opening my browser and I will show you what are the changes it is reflecting. Refresh this page. See, according to that changes, it all will be there. So you can write your normal HTML program. Inside that, in a head tag or in a body tag, when you include a word script, and then inside that, if you give the scripting coding, JavaScript also will be embedded in the HTML document. Okay, this is how our program works. Now we will see an example for implicit language, implicit embedding. Implicit means coding has to be, JavaScript coding has to be given as a separate document. So for that, I have created a HTML file first. My HTML file name is js2.html. See, I have a head tag, body tag, script, language I have included. Sources, I should have a file called demo.js. JS represent JavaScript. Okay. And then close the script. For your body tag, your coloring, background color and all, if you want, you can give it up. Okay. So for my body tag, I'm giving text color this time. Last, for previous example, we gave body BG color. No, this time we will try using text color. Save. That's all. Let me open demo.c. We need to have a file called demo.js. So we need to create one more notepad file, and the name of that is going to be demo.js. In this, nothing, no need to tell script, closing of script, because it's going to be a JavaScript file. Just type only the JavaScript document. See, I have given hello.java world. No, some any other content I want to give also, I can include. Once again, I'm giving hello world. It's a 2-time let it print. Then go save as, but understand it is save ಮಾಡುವಾಗ demo.js you need to give and select all files. Understand the thing? So HTML program, do as it is, but JavaScript has to be saved with JS extension. Save. So it is saved. We have to execute only HTML coding. Again, I'm telling JavaScript won't run. We need to execute our HTML coding. JavaScript coding will be called that particular time. So when you execute, see hello world has come. Since I have given text color, based upon the text color, a very dull color has been displayed in the thing. So I'm highlighting and showing you hello world has been displayed depending upon my text color I have given. So understand, we were able to write a program, HTML program separately, JavaScript program separately. Even in HTML program, we will be able to call JavaScript. Okay. So this is how JavaScript concept works. Hope you understood the concept. Try practicing these two programs so that you will understand the first session of JavaScript, because most of our lab exercise is based on JavaScript and HTML only. If you could do small program, then doing the big program won't be a difficult one. So with this, we end our session. Have a nice day.